Ethan, what's going on? First, Ethan, you are first. What's going on? How's your day going? And what is your fragrance of the day? My fragrance of the day today, Mykah Fragrance 1 million elixir. This is a good fragrance, right? You get vanilla absolute, you get rose, you get some woodsy notes, really nice fragrance, sweet, and it's a strong elixir fragrance, but it's not too strong, which I like. Like I went to school today and wasn't too strong. I didn't have anyone complain about it. Okay, my bad. My mom texted me, so you always gotta text your parents back. That's very important. But yeah, 1 million elixir. It's a good fragrance. As far as elixirs go, in my collection, I think it's any other elixirs. I don't think I have any other elixirs, but I have Sauvage elixir and Assad elixir. So where would I rank it? I would say Sauvage elixir is the best. I mean, this is a really hard matchup, but I've definitely worn Assad elixir a lot more, and I've had it significantly not as long as I've had 1 million elixir. Like I've had this for a couple months. I've worn it, I think twice, maybe 3 times, and I got Assad elixir for Christmas, and I've already worn it that many times, if not more. So I'd probably say Assad elixir number 2 and 1 million elixir number 3. It's still a great fragrance though. It's much better than it's better than Gucci Guilty elixir in my opinion, and it's better than Aqua de Gio elixir. Both of those I owned. Marwa Prestige. So that's the Imagination clone, right? That's one of the really popular ones. I always see a lot of people, they say Marwa, Aqua Dubai, or Full House are kind of like the top ones. Yo, you got Ultramall today. Aiden, that's great. Aiden, how's it going? As well. Ultramall, great fragrance. Let me put these 2 fragrances away real quick. This is my top complimented fragrance. So many people think I just have Le Male Parfum, and I just don't know that I have Le Male Parfum. I hear it on shorts, on long form, on freaking lives. People are like, you're holding Le Male Parfum. This is Ultramall. It has a silver cap, not the gold cap, and it's blue. It just doesn't pick up well on camera. Really nice fragrance. This is my top complimented fragrance of all time. You get a nice lavender and vanilla combo, woodsiness in there as well, a nice sweet pear note in the opening. It truly is a great fragrance. So great pickup there, Aiden. Yes, sir. Okay, that's what I thought. I haven't tried Marwa. I would like to try Marwa. It seems nice. What's Stronger With You is the best. Personally, I think the EDT is the best. It's my first fragrance. It's my favorite fragrance of all time. Intensely is good, but I think Absolutely is better if you're looking for a good flanker. Could you daily it? You could definitely daily it in the cooler weather. I would say fall, spring, and winter you could daily it. Don't daily it in the summer though. And make sure if it is spring, it's not like too hot of a spring day. Like you want maybe like a cooler spring day, but you don't want it to be too hot. But I mean, it does well in the heat. If you just go lower on your sprays as well, I think you'd be fine. Y'all, please make sure to like up the live and drop a sub. Getting close to 5K. We're almost halfway from 4K to 5K. And when I hit 5K, I'm giving away a brand new bottle of Latafa Kamarakawa. This is an absolutely beautiful fragrance. I'm not giving away this bottle, but I'm giving away a brand new bottle. With this fragrance, you get some cinnamon, pralines, candied fruits, vanilla, white florals. Really nice fragrance. And all you have to do is drop a sub so you can enter the giveaway when I hit 5K. So make sure to drop a sub. How do I enter? So when I hit 5K, I'll put out a short. And then you just like comment. That's literally all you have to do. But just make sure you're subscribed. And then when I do hit 5K, look for the video, or if the video pops up on your feed, even better. But yeah, we're almost like 4,500 subscribers or something like that. So we're not like crazy close, but we're still pretty close, I've given away a couple fragrances though in the past. The first fragrance I ever gave away was a bottle of Latafa Amir Al Oud Intense Oud. This is a clone of Mason Margiela's By the Fireplace. Really, really nice fragrance. It's, Amir Al Oud Intense Oud. You're probably thinking it's not going to be a good fragrance, probably not mass appealing because it says oud twice in there. Not really like an oud heavy fragrance. It's just kind of woodsy. I've seen some people be like, oh, it has too much oud. I don't really detect the oud in here. Granted, I haven't tried that much oud, but from what I've smelled, this doesn't really smell like it has a whole bunch of oud. It smells like By the Fireplace. I mean, By the Fireplace for less than 20 bucks. This was the first fragrance I'd ever given away. And then the last fragrance I most recently gave away, this one was super, super hyped up. I gave away a bottle of Paris Corners Coconut Lagoon. If you guys have not tried Coconut Lagoon, I mean, you are missing out. I would say it's even worth it to pick up a bottle now and hold on to it until summer, spring and summer, so your bottle could macerate a little bit. But this is a beautiful fragrance. It smells like a coconut sunscreen with a nice bit of citrus in there. Beautiful fragrance. And when you look at the notes on this fragrance, it looks absolutely crazy. You get watermelon, you get coconut, you get caramel, you get vanilla, you get lemon, orange too, if I'm not mistaken. Great fragrance here. What's happening, young man? Chief of DC, not much. What about you? How are you doing? Scent of the day, Hawas Ice. Soulsoid said, yo, Mayak. And then he said, Mykah. Solsasan, don't ever disrespect me like that. Rasasi Hawas Ice, great fragrance here, for sure. What's better, Rasasi Hawas or Rasasi Hawas Ice? I actually said this in a video earlier today. I think in 2026, if you want one of the main Hawases, being Hawas or Hawas Ice, I think it's more worth it to get Hawas Ice because you have a better chance at getting a good batch of Hawas Ice. It's newer, it hasn't gone through as many reformulations. Many people think Rasasi Hawas is like this brand new fragrance that exploded onto the market, but it's been out since 2016. The only thing that I dislike with Hawas is the newer batches don't really have as good as longevity and projection. From what I've heard, I don't know, maybe people are just trying to gatekeep Hawas or trying to keep it as cheap as they can. Like my bottle lasts a long time, projects really nicely, but like King Fragrance, he complains about longevity and projection with his bottle. So it seems like it really does vary with Hawas. And from what I've seen with Hawas Ice, it's kind of, I wouldn't say guaranteed you're going to get a great batch, but a lot more likely you could get a good batch. Original Hawas still the best. I mean, this is not me saying the original Hawas is a bad fragrance. This one has a little bit more of just a rough quality to it as well. I feel like Hawas Ice, it is a flanker. It's supposed to feel more refined. They do a good job making Hawas Ice just a little bit more refined, a little more clean than Hawas. This has kind of that like sugary punchy vibe where Hawas Ice has more of like that clean vibe. Like that clean green apple from YSLY in Hawas Ice versus like that sugary sweetness of Invictus with the original Hawas. But I don't know. Maybe some people might think I'm crazy for this. To me, Hawas Ice almost kind of smells like it's like 80% Paca Rabanne's, Invictus or Rasasi Hawas, whichever one you've smelt more. Or know that profile better. It's like 80% Hawas / Invictus DNA, and then it's like 20% YSLY. Because I get a super clean, super clean, soapy green apple, which really does remind me of YSLY. It's just a very, very clean fragrance. I also have another Rasasi Hawas. I also have Rasasi Hawas Tropical right here. And this is cloning Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Beau Paradise Garden. Really, really nice fragrance here. Now, I liked Paradise Garden. I actually really did like Paradise Garden. But the price is really what got me. And at some point, at some points, Paradise Garden was going for like 200 to 300 bucks, much more than it would go for retail because it was constantly sold out. It was crazy hyped on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram and any place that social media fragrance TikTok, fragrance content is posted. it was sold out for a long time, and it's still even kind of expensive for what it is. It's a good fragrance, but it could be cheaper. When Hawass Tropical came out, I knew I had to get it. I wasn't one of the first people to get it, but I was one of, the earlier, as in the earlier group of people who got this fragrance. I paid $60 for this. Now, $60, I think this is still a good deal. Now that it's down to like $40, it's going to be an even better purchase. One thing I do want to try though, because I did get such a like new batch of Rasasi Hawass. Like, they had not reformulated this because it hadn't even been out for a month. Really, really nice fragrance here. I would like to see how this gets reformulated down the line here in like a year or something. I would love to pick up another bottle and actually compare and see if, Rasasi is like really bad with their, not really bad with their reformulations, as in like they don't make it good, but like if they reformulate it a lot. Hawass or Bad Boy Cobalt both have plum. For me personally, I would say Bad Boy Cobalt, because I tend to wear Hawass Ice more than Hawass. That's not saying Hawass isn't a good fragrance. Look at that dent. I've made a huge dent in here. But just more recently, when I've wanted that Hawass DNA, I've been reaching for Hawass Ice. I've also been doing layering combo with Fakar Black, which Chief of DC told me about. That's a great layering combo. So I have been more into that one recently, but I think all around, I think Cobalt's just a little bit better. Better scent profile. In my personal lab, trying to put together another 2 fragrance combo. Whenever you make one that I can do as well, you let me know, because I really, really want to try another combo from you. He's given me 2 banger combos, that Fakar and Hawass Ice and Ultramall and Sauvage Elixir. Hawass Ice reminds me of the old Invictus Aqua 2018. I've heard a lot of people say that. A lot of people also always said that the original Hawass was cloning the original Invictus Aqua, even though it's cloning the original batches of Invictus, which I've never understood. There's always been a lot of confusion around the line. What's the best dupe for Parfums de Marly? Well, I know Greenlee, normally people will say it's like either X-Straight or either X-Straight, something like that. And for Leighton, people will say Detour Noir. Hawass London is coming out. I saw a video on that. Who was it? It was Cal, I think it was. I think Cal made the video on... No, Aromatics? Someone made a video on it. They're like, I'm sick right now, but I'm not too sick to talk about this. And they showed it. It looks good. Not a clone, but inspired by... I also have Tropical. It's not similar to Paradise Garden. Only say 75% close. For me, I would say it's like 85 to 90% close. I think the big difference is this is a little more heavy in that mint, and it's just kind of a heavier fragrance in general, like a heavier tonka bean, heavier coconut in here. It's like Hawass Tropical if it was just twice as strong, something like that. So it does have a slightly heavier scent profile, which is where some people could for sure smell some differences. I would say it's more of a clone opposed to an inspired by. But at the same time, I would like to test out Hawass Tropical, Paradise Garden, spray it on my skin, spray Hawass Tropical on skin, try them side by side. I haven't had a chance to do that, but from my, I would say it's more of a clone to my nose, but of course everyone's nose is different. Top 3 vanillas to my nose. Top 3 vanillas. Hold on, I need to put these freaking fragrances back real quick, because I got way too many out. I don't know. I really do like Hawass Tropical. I picked it up. I wasn't thinking I was going to love it. I really wanted to get it just for, views purposes and stuff, because I was like, dude, if I could hop on this real quick, be one of the first people to review Tropical, that could be good for my channel. And I got above average views, for a long form video on that, because it was such a popular, subject and fragrance at the time. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't expect to like it as much. But top 3 vanillas. Dang, put me on the spot here. Top 3 vanillas. I'm going to say... Dude, I really can't think. Top three vanilla. I mean, red line. No, because this does have a nice. Dude, this is kind of hard, honestly. This is really hard. I'm going to say. Let's see, Frozen Flame, Stronger with You. Okay, I got my top three. Not in any. You know what? We will do. We will do particular order. Hawthorne's Frozen Flame, number three. This is a $25 fragrance. Has three notes: vanilla, chrome, and white cedar. The vanilla is black vanilla in here, so it's not just a normal vanilla. Really, really nice, like vanillic chrome sort of fragrance. And the thing that I like about this is you can find it at Target. So if you have a Target by you, you could probably at least find bottles of this. If not, find a tester so you could test it. I was really skeptical with Hawthorne fragrances because I'd seen a lot of reviews on like TikTok. Like they do a lot of good advertising and stuff. So I had always seen videos, their ads. I've seen other people's reviews. But the big thing is they were always sent to other people. Like Hawthorne contacted reviewers, sent them 2 bottles. So I didn't know if there was a little bit of a little bit of a bias there. So I ended up getting Frozen Flame. Really, really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it so much that I also ended up getting Santal soundtrack. And I would genuinely like to get Night Swim and Night Swim as well as Studded Track or Studded Smoke. There's another one that they have that you can find. You can normally find 4. It's a good fragrance. So there's number 3. Number 2, I mean, this is my favorite fragrance of all time, but for nostalgia purposes, but it's still a really, really nice vanilla here. Stronger With You EDT. It has this sweet, but like a smoky sweet, like a burnt sugary sweet vanilla. Super, super nice fragrance. And of course, it smells like nostalgic to me. So it smells great. And then number 1 would be Jean Paul Gaultier's Ultramalt. Really, really nice fragrance. A rich vanilla in here with a nice lavender combo, of course, and then you get a nice pear note. It just works. Try Nagia Intense. I want to try that one too. I would like to compare Hawass Tropical with that. Are you gonna buy the new Valentino? Probably not. I'm not a big fan of Valentinos. Lex, what's going on? Let me see your hair. Y'all want to see my hair? Where'd my hair go? That's all you guys get to see. That's all you guys get to see. That's all you guys get to see. Getting Le Male Parfum Noir, best vanilla I've ever smelled. I don't think Le Male Parfum is bad. It's just not my cup of tea. I don't really like iris fragrances. Now I am coming around to iris a lot more than I used to. A couple fragrances. Let's see what's a good fragrance here that has iris in it. One of my favorite discontinued fragrances, Armani Code EDP. So this isn't a bad fragrance, obviously. That's not why it got so technically it's not discontinued, it's just reformulated. This formulation is discontinued, however. This smells like Code EDT with a lot of citrus in it, but the citrus actually sticks around. Great fragrance, but they reformulated it, made it smell like either Absolo or Profumo, which they discontinued, which it pisses me off because they were really good sellers when they discontinued them, and now they're reformulating other ones to make them smell like ones that they discontinued. Make it make sense. So I am happy that I have this fragrance, in its original formulation. I think it's much better than the new formulation. I mean, I don't know what the new one smells like, Absolute or Profumo, but it smells like ass. It does not smell as good as this one. So kind of pissed me off. I love Armani. They're one of my favorite brands. But they are reformulation monsters, dude. They discontinue their best sellers and then they reformulate their fragrances to smell like an old one, like an old version. Like they discontinued Armani Code Profumo, which was their best seller, and then they reformulated the Parfum to make the newer batches smell like Profumo. How does that make any sense? Come on. And I know it does make sense from a brand perspective because they cut that, then they get tax cuts and whatnot, and they can save money and this and that, but it's just so dumb. Which one was great too? Yeah, I agree. 20 likes, show the full cut. I mean, I'll show you all the full cut if y'all really want to see. I kind of got a messed up head though. Have you tried the new Polo 67 EDP? I have. I've tried the EDP and the EDT. I thought the EDT was great. I think the EDP is even better. Wavy, what's going on, man? If I were to describe myself as a scent, what would I smell like? I would say, well, what I would want to smell like, I mean, my like dream scent that I would smell like would be City Rhythm Miami, but something light, something, boozy, tropical with some coconut. Favorite Ken song? Favorite Ken song? I mean, I have a lot of favorites. A couple that I really like. I like whenever he gets on with Destroy Lonely. So, why am I blanking right now? I seem like such a poser right now. Singapore. Yeah, Singapore. I love that one. Teen Bean. I mean, obviously a lot more of like his popular songs as well. Um, Jennifer's Body's good. SS is good. I think my favorite album, however, probably More Chaos. I love More Chaos. I have that album for my car. Where's my shirt? Because I bought. Where the frick is this shirt, dude? Come on. Oh, it's right here. I bought a box set, so I got a shirt. This was his collab with Ed Hardy, so I got this shirt, and then it also came with his More Chaos album. But I like that album. I've listened to it the most though because I actually have it in my car. Yeah, I didn't like Margiela. I thought Margiela was not a good song, honestly, which kind of made me sad because I like the intro, but I didn't really like Margiela that much. But I like majority of Ken Crimson songs. There's just some that I get to, and I'm like, eh. But like, I would say 75% of the ones that either come on that Apple Music recommends me or whatever I like. But there's definitely some that I just can't get behind. Pepsi or Coca-Cola, Skittles or M&Ms? Coke and Skittles. Bangers, More Chaos is my favorite album as well. Beats are insane. Exactly. And I actually just went through probably a week or so ago, and I had listened to everything from Project X. It's crazy how much he's changed. And because what Project X came out in 2020 or 2021, I think 2021. So it's only been 5 years, 4 or 5 years. But just his whole style has changed. And you listen to some songs on Project X and you see the connection to where he is now, but just his whole style has changed up. But I do like it because it does kind of show that he is kind of versatile. Favorite Snoop Dogg song. Favorite Snoop Dogg song would probably have to be Nothing But a G Thing. I mean, I love that one. Calvin Klein Euphoria or Gin and Juice. Wait, Nothing But a G Thing. Isn't that Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg? I don't know. I can't think right now, dude. I cannot think at all. Real Edits. Remember me? I feel like maybe I do. We could check the channel activity. Maybe I don't remember you because this is the first thing it's shown you in. Calvin Klein Euphoria. I feel like I've tried Euphoria. I know I've tried Obsession. I've tried CK1. I've tried CK1 Shock. I currently own Calvin Klein's Eternity Air, which is a good fragrance here. La Rocca? What is La Rocca? Try Cobra. Are you saying Rasasi Hawass Cobra or what? Ahmed, what's going on, brother? Good morning, everyone. Sup, bro? How are you doing? Cobra perfume, it's expensive. Oh, so it's like actual snake. It's how expensive is it? I mean, I don't have that much money. I'm, 17. Wish I had a free fragrance. Remember me now? Maybe. I don't know. Sure. I feel like maybe. I have no clue though. I don't know. I always get like so many people who come in. Sometimes I can't remember like people who do come in and people who don't. But I'm doing a giveaway though, real edits. So make sure you're subscribed. And then when I do hit 5K, could possibly. Oh, you were the person. Okay, yeah. I'm putting two and two together now. Join my giveaway at 5K, man. You could possibly win. What is everybody's scent of the day though? My scent of the day today: Paco Rabanne's 1 million elixir. Good fragrance. Apple, rose, Divana, vanilla absolute. It's a nice fragrance. Not too strong. Of course, not too not too sweet. It's an elixir and it's a parfum intense. Now, a lot of people are confused, right? A lot of people think that an elixir is a concentration. Elixir is not a concentration. This is one thing that I think more people need to understand, right? Elixirs are not concentrations. Sauvage Elixir. This is an concentrated parfum concentrate. So this is a parfum concentrate, which is either parfum or elixir, but it means it's like 30 to 40% fragrance oil, something like that. When you look at 1 million elixir, you have parfum intense. When you look at Lattafa Assad elixir, you have eau de parfum. So a lot of people think that if you have an elixir, it's a specific concentration. It's not. Traditionally, they are parfums or extracts, but of course, there are some oddballs, right? You got an eau de parfum right here. You can also have some that could be double extract. I'm sure you could have an EDT elixir. Elixir is just a marketing gimmick. It just means like an intense fragrance, kind of. That's a way to think about it. But it doesn't mean that like it has a certain amount of oil in it. If I wanted to, I could make an eau de cologne and call it a fucking elixir, and everyone will go crazy for it because it has that elixir name. Wild Card and Sauvage Parfum layer. Seems like it could be good. Made Skull of Actual Cobra. Costs around 8K for a 50 ml. Damn. Small coincidence. Amwash Factory near me. 3 new releases, super expensive. So I haven't really tried much from Amwash, but I just got in this sample the other day. This is Amwash Reflection Man. Now this right here is a really, really nice fragrance. So I actually had claimed this because if you scroll on Instagram, sometimes you'll see brands that'll post like, hey, you could just like, hey, claim your free sample. All you normally have to do is, I have my email linked to my Instagram. So I just like give them permission to like have my email, and I don't know. I'm sure it probably sells them all my information, but they steal my information, and they'll steal your information, and they'll send you a little sample. Sorry, I'm trying to line up all my samples here. Oh God, it's like the London Bridge; they're all falling down. I've done this multiple times though. Like I got the YSL sent me out a sample of myself Lab Salute. I have also gotten a, what else did I get? I got a Creed Millisem Imperial sample, straight from Creed. And then, of course, this Amwash sample right here. And this smells really, really nice. It's kind of like a modern barbershop fragrance, if that makes a lot of sense. It has like a super clean shaving foam vibe, but with a lot of wood. So it's not just like a straight shaving foam vibe. Really, really nice fragrance here. And that would have been pretty expensive for me to get a sample of as well. Thoughts on Mont Blanc Legend Spirit? Smelled it a while back. Remember really liking it. So I don't own Legend Spirit. I do own Legend EDP, and this is a great fragrance. I've also owned Legend EDT and Legend Red. All great fragrances. Legend Blue is great. Legend Spirit is good as well. It's a nice, like, Invictus-styled fragrance. Reflection is most easy to wear. It seems very easy to wear. However, it still costs $360 for 100 ml. Well, here in the States, on discounters, we can get it for... Wait, and when you say 360, is that 360 USD or is that 360 in a different currency? I don't know where you're from. I also probably shouldn't be making assumptions, just guessing that you don't live outside of the U.S. But like Joma Shop, they have it for like 250 USD for the 100 ml, which isn't that bad. Um, three. Wow, that's crazy. So you live by a Amwash factory, but it's more expensive for you to get it if it would be for me to get it after it's like shipped all the way to the U.S. That's crazy. Wait, 360. Oh, well, but their retail's like 360. Yeah, I get you. If I were to buy retail, then it would be bad. I'm genuinely thinking of saving up my money though, buying a bottle of Reflection Man. Like it smells so good. It smells great. And again, like I said, I can get it for like 250 USD. Creed Melissa Imperial is the best. Yeah, Creed is good. How do I feel about Prada fragrances? So, and Melissa Imperial, good, really, really good fragrance. I know I just kind of like brushed over that comment, but yeah, it's a nice like kind of salty, fruity sunscreen. Prada fragrances. So ones that I recommend you don't buy. Prada Carbon. I mean, this is the better alternative to Sauvage. If you want something with that DNA, go for Prada Carbon. It has like a soil note and a mineral note. Seems like it'd be weird, but it really, really works. So Prada Carbon. I mean, it's a good alternative for Sauvage, but I wouldn't really recommend you get it. Prada Luna Rosa EDT and Prada Black are both bangers. I highly recommend you get these. Prada Black is a sexy, kind of peppery, powdery vanilla. You have to like pepper though, and it starts off super peppery, but it dries down more to like this ambery, sexy vanilla. And then Prada Luna Rosa EDT, just super, super clean. A lot of woods, a super fresh citrus, nice bit of lavender, just clean to the max. You can't go wrong. Millicent Pure, already read that. What's up, everyone? It's your fragrance boy here. I don't know who you think you are, buddy. I'm the fragrance boy here. No, I'm kidding. Best smelling. What's going on? Remember when you get big, man. I'm out. Have a great day. One of my favorite creators right now. Real edits. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Bro, the Prada Paradigm is boring. The Versace Dylan Blue is better. To me, as of right now, I have a little 10 ml 10 ml of Paradigm. I have a full bottle of Dylan Blue. Which one's better? To my nose. To my nose. Let's see which one I prefer more. I think right now in 2026, right, me being 17 years old, I think I prefer Prada Paradigm a little bit more than Dylan Blue. But I wore Dylan Blue a lot my freshman year of high school. I really see the appeal, and it's still a good fragrance. I just don't wear it nearly as much as I used to. If you want a fragrance that is like Prada Paradigm though, for super cheap, Kadlash Shiaka Blue, I think it's pretty close. This is like, I don't know, maybe a slightly more musky, like lighter version of Paradigm, where Paradigm goes like resinous. This one kind of goes more like a powdery sweetness, I suppose you could say. But I don't know. I don't think I'd get a full bottle of Paradigm just because that Shiaka does smell like it, and I think it's probably better than that Paradigm actually. But y'all start putting in your guys' last comments. I am gonna get going here soon, not immediately though, of course. So if you guys do have some questions, make sure you ask before I get going. But yeah, make sure to drop a sub if you guys have not. I'm doing a giveaway at 5K, giving away a brand new bottle of Latafa Kamarkawa. So drop a sub, drop a like if you guys have not already. I hope you all have a good rest of your guys' day. I don't think I will be live. Yeah, I won't be live tomorrow more than likely. And I think probably next time I'll be able to be live. When will that be? Like Monday? Maybe Monday night at the earliest. But I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you all for watching my live. I hope you all enjoyed it. Have a good rest of your guys' day.